Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Curtis, and happy Friday to you all. It's Friday again. How did that happen? This is Paul, and we are going to be streaming part 3 of Techno Babylon, or as I think Noah said it at one point, Technobabylon. Today, who with Noah Antwiler coming back for another round, and of course my partner in crime, Daniel Albu. So super excited to come back to this and see how much farther we can get in this cyberpunk game of ours. Boy, not much to report other than we've had a great week of streaming. Really appreciate those of you who have joined us. We started playing what was it? Day of the Tentacle on Wednesday. Of course, my first time ever playing it, and just had a lot of people join us, and it was like a warm hug for a lot of people. A lot of people commenting on how this was a game they played when they were kids. They played it ever since, and playing it for the first time, it certainly made me feel like a kid again. It's like a Warner Brothers cartoon that you actually have control over, which is a lot of fun. So we'll continue playing that next week as well. And of course, on Monday, Tori and I finished Puzzle Agent and had a great time with that. And so I'm not quite sure what we're heading towards next week, but we'll have her back as well. So good stuff. Lots of stuff going on this week. It's been great. It's nice to see you all. Zwex, you're here. That's awesome. YT Wanderer, thank you for your comments. I just read them recently in the on the YouTube channel, and sounds like you played this game to completion, and I won't go into any of the details, but you had some cool comments about that. Ozzy, you're here. That's great. Zuki, good to see you. I'm so glad you have the bandwidth to join us. And then lots of folks that I don't see, Jonathan and Benjamin, all you guys. Good to see you. All right, I'm just going to quickly say thank you to our Patreon and Coffee members, because that's what we need to do. Not need to do, it's what we want to do, because these are the folks that keep us running, keep us doing this thing. So thank you so much for your generosity. We've actually got a couple new folks recently, and can't thank you enough for that. We'll do next week. We will do a list of all of our new members, but sure do appreciate your support. As always, I want to thank our top donors, starting with Malika Chandler, for being so generous, and followed by Francois Damagella, Robbie Thurio, Moffat Reborn, Tyler Drinkard, Yuma81, and Corbett Shu. You guys are awesome, and that does not mean that the other folks, our $10 and $20 donors, are any less awesome. Just they have smaller fonts. If you can't join us on a monthly basis, you can always contribute to an individual stream by just using the link. Where's the link? Maybe Daniel can move over to the coffee link here. There it is. Right below there, you can just see if you want to contribute today and help us get to our end of our weekly goal. And if we do reach that goal today, we will be giving away some games on the Wheel of Curtis. So please consider that as well. And if you do decide to give us a donation, not only do we appreciate that, but please, if you can, use this coffee site. It allows us to, it allows most of that donation to actually go to us and not go to the platform that is hosting us, which is YouTube, and they tend to take a lot more than coffee does. So top 7 donors for the last 30 days. It's a pretty consistent group here. Jouex at number 1, James Jenkins number 2. I think that, I don't know, things may have changed. I'm not sure if Daniel's updated this. CJ at number 3, Astronaut Down, Victor Chang, YT Wanderer, and Moffat Reborn. Thanks, you guys, as always, for your support. Why don't I bring Daniel out here real quick, and then we will we'll bring out our special guest of honor for 3 weeks in a row. Hi, Daniel. How are you, man?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How's your day and a half been since I've seen you?
Busy.
Yeah. You have you have other things to do besides
yeah, I'm packing because I'm moving soon.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this. This sounds like an epic journey from one place to another. What's how far from where you are now to where you will be in
Less
distance?
than a mile.
Less than a mile, but a huge undertaking.
So I have to pack everything and get the movers to move all of my stuff less than a mile away from where it's currently at, and then unpack everything.
You should just get dollies and then just, it would just be a good workout. Yeah. How long have you been in your current place? I imagine there's a lot that need a decade. Are you sifting through and getting rid of things, or are you just
I'm getting rid of tons of things, and I also found tons of things because a lot of my retro stuff has been in storage all this time. So I found a bunch of really interesting stuff that I forgot I had. I had the Titanic Collector's Edition on VHS, and it has frames from the movie reel itself.
Yeah.
And I have the Mission Impossible 1 VHS tape. I found that as well. And a bunch of other games that I bought that I forgot. Everything that I bought in the 90s I remember fondly, but every computer game I bought after that, I forgot that I owned at some stage, because by that point, you don't actually have any contact with the physical media. You install it on your computer and then you place it somewhere, unlike in the 90s when you actually had to swap floppy disks.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to share in a second something but before that, let's bring out Noah. But before that, you got I haven't really been tracking your T-shirts lately. So what we got here?
This one is They Don't Know That We Know They Know We Know. It's from Friends.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like it. Okay, all right, good.
I bought it at 30 Rock.
30 Rock. You got that there when you were on your...
Yeah.
Nice. When was the last time you were in the States?
A decade ago, around the same time I moved over
when
here.
You first moved into what was your new apartment at the time?
Yep.
All right, enough of us. You guys have seen us a bunch. Let's bring out, for the third week in a row, our pal Noah. What's up, Noah?
Speaking of T-shirts, when do I get my T-shirt for being on the show 3 times? Is there a club or something?
I've been 3 times on the show, and all I got was this stupid T-shirt. We got that in storage.
Speaking of, I see there's some. That's a good look. What do you got there on your T-shirt?
M7. This is from Mass Effect.
Okay. See, I wish I knew. We're a terrible group because I know nothing. I have no common knowledge of any of the things that you guys all know. So Mass Effect is probably a video game, is my guess.
Yes. It's a game from. It's a. How do I best describe it? An action game, a shooter game.
Okay.
Kind of crossed with an RPG. It's about a space marine who's tasked with stopping an ancient evil that's returning to conquer the universe.
So just know from now on, whenever you talk about games, Noah, talk to me like the 5-year-old that my brain is. In turn, you have to tell me everything, every reference you make to a game. You need to then stop and then talk me through it, what it is.
All right, old man, don't worry about
it. I do think we need to get a T-shirt. I've had this idea since we started conversations with Curtis of purchasing a basic gray pocketed T-shirt, but and instead, and the only thing that would be there would be a little,
but it would have the little logo on the pocket tee.
But rather than a logo, it would look like the rat blob is in the pocket. It would just be that. It would just be like a little, like the rat kind of peeking out.
I think that.
Yeah. If anything, it should be on the shoulder.
Well, I don't know. We'll figure. I like it in the pocket.
Yeah, but it works in 2 jokes, though. It works in the rat and the pocket tee, though. So that's.
Yeah. So, anyways, one of these days we will maybe we can get somebody on our Discord team to help take up that project, and then we can make it available for folks to buy. So we are coming back to Techno Babylon. Who wants to take on the duty of recapping what we know so far?
Oh boy. What happened last time was Regis got blackmailed into stealing some kind of memory module for a guy who is holding his frozen embryos hostage with a hammer.
That's right.
And after doing that, he immediately requested that he blow up an apartment for basically, well, no reason that he explained.
Yeah.
But to do that, we desecrated a corpse who just so happened to have an explosive. His bones are also made of explosives. This is the thing that happens in the game. His bones are explosive, so we used a kitchen knife to cut out his femur and stole it from the morgue, which we then put into the toilet to blow up the apartment, almost killing our other protagonist, whose name I can never remember. Her name in the internet is like Mandela.
Oh, right. She's the one that we saw from the beginning, right? The one that was stuck in the room. Yeah.
There are multiple people with explosive bones in this game, Shazam says.
It's funny, you play a game and you just get caught up in solving stuff, but then when I hear you recapping it, it is absolutely
it sounds
bizarre.
insane.
It's absolutely insane. Yeah. So by the way, and Earth Singularity, you just gave a donation. Thank you so much. And just a reminder to everyone, we are turning off the widgets so that we're not going to get interrupted regularly in case there are a number of donations, but we will read them all at the end, and any questions or comments that you have, we will certainly read those and then respond to those at the end of the stream. So all right, so today we decided that I'm going to be in charge for a little while. Noah and Daniel can coach me as we go, and we'll go from there. So the last thing we did was the last thing that happened was that Regis, the guy, he thinks he's found out who the blackmailer is, and he just ran out of the station with a loaded gun. And now we're stuck with his partner. For the first time, we're actually controlling his partner. I forgot her name. What is? We'll find out in a second. Lau, right? Okay.
And we're picking up is apparently that person who has been shot to death, and they think that Regis did it because he probably did it.
So now we're finding that Regis is quick to do things that destroy other things. He doesn't really question. So he may not be our hero after all. I do like that we're bouncing around to different protagonists, which makes me wonder if one of them isn't, the good guy. Maybe one of our protagonists is actually the antagonist. Do you have a hunch yet, either of you? Who?
No, I don't think so. I think all of our three protagonists are on the level.
Okay. What did we do here last? I think we looked at some stuff. I think we're ready to leave this office.
Yeah, I think all we have to do is leave the office.
Okay. All right, here we go. I can do that.
Actually, wait.
I'm going. I'd better
go check
the
your
case file Dr. Vargas's assistant sent me.
Right, check your email.
Oh, how do I do that?
Use the computer on your desk.
The computer on this. Okay, gotcha. There we go. Terminal. While you know full well that you could accomplish all of the work you need to in a trance suite in your head, Cell insists that most official business be carried out on its terminals and travelers for security.
Are you right-clicking or left-clicking?
I was right-clicking. Regis seems
left-click on it this time.
Okay, gotcha. So left-click. Thank you, Gusium. We'll read that later.
Thank you
so much.
I can read it. No, do you know about the Myst games? Of course I do. Myst games are some of the earliest CD-ROM games ever made, if not the first. Yeah, my brother is a big fan of Riven, which is the sequel to Myst. My dad really likes Myst.
Well, then sign me up.
You can still play Myst. They remade it several times, at least once.
What do I do now? Where's he listed? Case officers assigned, Regis and Lau. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to upload something, right?
Or download something.
Download
Beginning in March 2087, a string of data theft attacks have been carried out within. Do you know all this stuff already within Newton? Using a cross? So. Okay. Victims to date, 18. Newton, unknown. All right. So what do I have to do? Is this what's this?
That closes it.
Oh. How do I download?
Try left-clicking on the top left icon.
That's
Okay.
the mail, and try to see if one of the emails has something to
Yeah, the
download.
attachment.
Uh-huh.
Ow! Hey, what was that?
That's all.
Okay. Don't need. Okay, that's it. Get out of here.
Yeah, should be.
And now I can leave. Should we look? Is there a way to look at that and see what we just downloaded?
That I don't know.
Maybe we'll be able to sit in the trance.
So, no. What? How did you go from? Wait, never mind. I'm gonna try. I was gonna try to ask you questions, but now I'm actually caught up in the game. Forget it. So, where do we want to go? Let's go to the crime scene.
Yeah.
Looks like a rocket. Vickerman Pharmaceutical
Wow,
Laboratories.
That's a lot of green.
We've been
Excuse
here
me.
before.
Great, they
Yeah, this
finally
is-
sent someone. You here to
This
get
is
the
just about where
body
we
out?
stopped last time.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm Max Lau, cell case specialist.
No kidding. I'm the lab director, Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. Make it quick, I'm busy.
Needs eye. All right. What do you do?
What's
here?
your role here?
I'm the supervisor for the telepresence factoring labs. Most of it's automatic. I just make sure it's all running like it should.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
It's a lousy job most of the time. TP is where management sticks people they don't want in public-facing roles.
You're not happy with it?
For the last few years, my career has been one disaster after another. I'm just glad it's plateaued into some kind of stability.
Can you tell me what happened?
Baxter got killed.
In any more detail?
When we started this afternoon, a whole lot of samples had been tampered with. We tried to call Baxter to find out what the hell was going on in the specimen bank.
And he didn't answer.
He didn't. Turned out the door to the specimen bank was locked too.
You haven't seen the body?
No, not in person, if that's what you mean. We got the camera feed online, but it was obvious that
Music's
Baxter
starting to
wasn't
kick in.
going to be coming out.
When did you last see him?
Guess it could have been Wednesday?
So he could have been killed any time in the past 3 days?
I guess, but it wouldn't fit with everything else.
All right.
What's the purpose of this lab? Plant studies?
Yes and no. It's a TP lab, telepresence. There's a lot of research that's not exactly legal in some countries.
But in Newton, pretty much anything goes.
Exactly. If someone in the EU needs research done on something hazardous, infectious, or endangered, they send the orders here and we carry out the testing.
What sort of research?
Mostly we make new angiosperms
We're still
from scratch.
mired
That's
in
flowering
exposition here, aren't
plants
we?
To you.
Gee, thanks. Why would people want new flowers?
Sometimes it's a drug delivery method. The earliest commercial examples were fruit that grew packed with insulin. A lot of new wetware begins its life as engineered fruit too.
Must be awkward if they cross-pollinate in the wild.
And a legal headache. Part of our job is making sure the copy protection works.
Copy protection in plants? Ouch.
I was just going to say, we don't know enough about what makes Newton, the town of Newton, so special that it's immune from prosecution or like the legalities from genetic engineering stuff. I don't know what makes Newton special.
Well, you're still doing a good enough job of listening to the to the exposition. I'm getting at a point where I'm like, I would like to find most of this stuff out by hunting and pecking rather than just listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is this typical for a lot of games of this time where it's just so much dialogue?
Well, there's a lot of plot going on here.
There's a lot
more
of
than
plot.
There's more
And they
than I'm used to. Yeah.
Yeah, they keep lapping it
Aside
on.
from yourself, who else works in this laboratory?
There's my intern, Martin Neester, operates the factoring line. If you meet him, it's easy to see why they put him in here. And until
bet you we're
recently,
gonna meet
there
him.
was Dr. Baxter.
All right.
I mean, there are games from back in the 90s where there was tons of dialogue,
You've got a
but
keen
the
mind.
problem is
What's your
that
take
there
on
was
this?
never that
Hey, I'm
much
not the
exposition.
detective, young lady. You know what I think?
Sorry,
think Regis
Daniel, I
did
didn't
what
mean
they
to
ought to have done
have them
20
talk
years
over your
ago.
talking.
Why do you say that?
Seems logical. We've got him coming into the labs on security, then we got him coming out an hour later. When we get here, we've got Baxter's corpse contaminating the specimen bank.
Anything else?
Well, since we got in, we keep finding samples that have been tampered with. Looks like he spent his hour here messing up the genomes of our specimens.
That quickly?
If anyone was good enough to do it that fast, it'd be Charlie.
So I guess he worked here before.
Yeah. All right, can I be done, or do we need to know more stuff?
We should probably explore everything,
Yeah.
but
All right, let's do it.
Tell me about Mr. Neester.
He came over from Eurofed on a study program. He's young. I guess we were all like that in our youth.
Good colleague?
He's all right. He got on board with that annoying Maladist trend. He knows how to follow instructions, so I let him get on with it.
His visa still active?
Dr. Lau, we do not employ undocumented illegals in this lab.
Just have to check. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah. Find out about
Tell me
Buster.
about Dr. Baxter.
Oh, he
Baxter.
was bad enough to work with in the 60s. As part of his parole, they stuck a governor in his head. Since then, it's like talking to a badly written synthetic.
You don't care for him a great deal,
That man killed Vicky. Frankly, he deserved what he got.
but you still work with him.
He worked for me. It was another part of his parole. Vickerman's management persuaded centralized government that his skills were going to waste in prison. The company wanted him supervised by someone who knew him. Hence, they dragged my sorry ass in.
What did you have him doing?
He organized the specimen bank. It's the kind of thing we could just leave him at for hours on end. Days, sometimes. Really, it could have just been done by the facility's AI, but I had to give him something.
Otherwise, you'd have to talk to him?
Exactly.
Oh, there's more. It just keeps going. Good God.
You knew Regis as well.
Somebody taking
Yeah,
notes?
I was on a research team with him and his wife back in the 60s.
I'm listening.
Baxter, too.
You've apparently known him a long time. Does this seem like something Regis would do?
Oh, after what he did to Vicky, I'd have strangled Baxter, too. I tell you, if he did do it, I wouldn't blame him one bit.
Do you think he did it, though?
I don't know. He was always kinda shady.
Tell me about it.
They made him do some real awful stuff out in the hot zones.
Such as...
Let's just say his escape led to a whole lot of people being jailed for war crimes.
Oh boy, what's that? Your work? There's more now. It just gets more every time. There was a new guy. We got Vargas, Specimen Bank. Boy.
You seem preoccupied.
That obvious, huh? We found a couple of specimens that Regis tampered with in his hour here. So I gotta run through the catalog and dig out the backups.
Sounds straightforward.
Not when there's 11,000 samples to take. Oh, I could punch Regis for this. Though I want to shake his hand for Baxter so it
I want
kinda
a-
evens out.
Exposition on all 11,000 samples.
there's even more.
What's wrong with the
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
What's
I
been done to
mean,
the
I think
samples?
we can
He's used a
just
customized viral
move
vector
around
to add
and
huge
run
amounts
into
of junk
stuff.
DNA to their genomes. These are the last two I found, Medioflorens interensis and Linacia lawsonis.
May I have a look?
Do you think it'll help?
Just a hunch.
Hey, we got something.
Hey, there's a
we
message
got-
in there.
Non-binary. Quaternary data string?
What do you mean?
My wetware systems are interpreting the genomes of these plants as sections of an audio file. He's used the DNA to store information.
You think
Nice.
so?
It's incomplete. The two samples only make up a third of the data. But M and L, my initials? This can't be a coincidence. He's
sensing
left a
a
message.
What does
Puzzle
it
coming
say?
up.
Not sure yet. I could probably construct the whole message if I can find where he's hidden the rest of it.
Safe to say it's in the other plants he's engineered. Here, take this. You can sample DNA from the plants around the lab. If you run out of sampling cartridges, you can reload it at this console.
Thanks. How long would it take to sample everything in the lab?
Only a couple of years. We have over 11,000 subjects. You're better off looking for specimens that would fill
Longest
the
game
gaps in the clue
in the
he
history
left.
of the world. 11,000. Oh my, there's more. Can we try to
Tell
find
her
Well, we
that
don't
we're
know.
done.
We don't know what we're looking for yet.
I know, but good God. All right.
Paul was asking me, if you don't know, Paul was asking me before the stream if we could play something else. And I think this is why.
It doesn't allow for a great deal of interactivity, does it? It's pretty much just hogging up our screen time.
You know, around the same time this game came out, Telltale made it big with The Walking Dead. And The Walking Dead is one of the games in which they established the fact that you can use narrative as a core mechanic in the game. You don't have to have any gameplay, any puzzles, just the narrative, and you can just sift through the various plot points, and that's the gameplay. And this game tries to be a little bit of both, a little bit of classic point-and-click adventure game, but also tons of exposition. So,
Well, if the game itself was using the dialogue to figure something out, then there's a puzzle there.
Well,
But-
there is. I mean, we've got to figure out what samples he was working on.
Yeah, it's a lot of sifting through, though. All right. I'm going to shut up and listen.
So, how do I build more of the message?
You've got to use the
Look it
sampling
up,
tool
Paul.
to get DNA from the plants around the lab. The sampler can take 3 readings before it needs to be reloaded. In some areas of the lab, the atmospheric controls will prevent the reading being taken.
Apparently, he wants me to find certain samples. I've got to think about where I'm going to find them.
Darn right. We've got a whole lot of A right now.
Hey. So it immediately went to, oh no, it was just where it was. All right, remind me how the sampling works. We did that. She told us that already.
Yeah.
So, you worked with Regis and his wife, as well as Baxter. Did you also work for Dr. Vargas?
That pompous ass? Yeah, I worked
Dr.
for
Vargas.
him.
You don't care for him.
He was a competent researcher, but he lives for politics. Everything was always about making the world a better place.
And you don't think it should be better?
It's a nice idea, just not realistic. And what we ended up making, it was actually never mind.
I bet you it's going to show up in the, we got the specimen bank. We did that already. Let's find out about
I
the message.
wonder why Regis hid a message inside the DNA of these plants.
DNA's been used as a data storage medium before. Rather than on-off binary, DNA would be quaternary bits. Adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. If he just left a message on one of the systems, though, or even on paper,
Then someone could have destroyed or erased it. Short of burning down the entire lab, they'd have no way to be sure they destroyed a message hidden like this.
especially since he's scrambled so many of the other samples as camouflage.
He needs to make sure it's found, and based on the layout, he wants me to find it.
I think we got that. That part we got.
Yeah.
Any other samples?
Yeah, ask that.
Have you found anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and
And?
I can't remember exactly which specimen the other was. I do remember that it had red flowers, spiny toxic leaves, and produced
Oh, boy.
long fruit.
I gotta write this down. Red flowers, spiny toxic leaves, long fruit.
Yeah.
well, you know things get
Ask-
serious
ask
when
again.
Noah's writing things down.
Ask again what the samples were, so I get the first
Have you
thing.
found
in.
anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and
And?
I can't remember exactly which specimen the other was. I do remember that it had
Okay, I got
red
it.
flowers, spiny
How do I get out of
toxic
this?
leaves, and produced long.
Wait,
we go.
Noah,
Oh, I
have
hit
you
the
played
fish.
Lamplight City?
Yes, I have. I played the first act of Lamplight City.
Okay.
And?
Someone's saying that it has no inventory puzzles, only dialogue puzzles.
I can't remember too clearly, but that sounds about right. Yeah.
What
It's a
did the
detective game.
facility
It's
CI
you play
detect
a
Baxter's
private
virus
investigator, I
suddenly
think.
failing? It's a potentially hazardous environment in here.
We were wondering that as well. This afternoon, we noticed the monitoring system in the sample lab was in recursion. All hell broke loose when the CI suddenly realized what had happened.
So either you've got a technical fault with the software or wetware interfacing,
Which is unlikely given how much they cost.
or
using a
someone
lot of
breached
big
the
words
security
here.
systems to cover Baxter's murder. That gives me more
Recursion.
hope. Regis would have no idea how to do that.
Okay, so let's look for those flowers. You want to get out of this conversation? Let's.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll
So,
excuse me, I'll
Bevan
get back
Red,
to
who's
work.
currently in the chat, is going
What's
to
up,
join
Bevan
us
Red?
as a co-host for a day, and she's going to play Lamplight City with us.
Oh, that's the one that we were just talking about. It's so good. More dialogue. That's great. I can't wait for.
Nothing but, I think.
All right, so we get to look around, right? We get to look at
I
stuff.
better not. If I start
I
taking
better
every
not.
single specimen, I'll be here for days.
No, I don't want to go. What's this thing? Floating
Better
drone.
not. It might tell the lab director.
Okay, so I need to get. So there's got to be some way to audio file incomplete. Please add missing sectors to file and try again. What about the one that we have? Don't we have something
We
already?
just need to find
that's
what
the-
is in
that's-
the rest
that's
of
what
the
we just
message
heard, is what we
before I
already
make
have.
sense out of it.
We need to find another one. So we go downstairs.
Look at the. No. You're gonna go to the car.
Come back. Oh shoot! Yeah, I didn't.
All
I
right.
want to get back on the car. It would have been nice to see her make a U-turn. All right.
Better
Let's
not.
go.
It might tell the lab director.
Okay. Fair
Start
enough.
looking at the
What-
plants so we can find what the names of the plants are.
Yellow epigil plants. Oh, good. She's taking off. What about these guys over here?
We're looking for red flowers.
So we just got the yellow epigil plants. It looks like. What about over here? Anything over here? Anything
What
in
about the
that?
trees in the
Blue
background?
plants.
Blue
Those are blue
plants.
plants.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the red. Something red. Red flowered trees.
I
Let's go
better
check that
not.
out.
If I start taking
Alright.
every single specimen, I'll be here for days.
Right click on it. Examine it.
Oh, okay. One of the plant specimens the lab's working on. Looks like grapes.
Okay, that's not it then, because it said it had long fruit.
Okay, then look at the blue plants.
Blue plants, all right. One of the. All right, look at the yellow plants.
This one.
Oh, there's the long.
Right.
All right.
But it said it had red flowers, spiny toxic leaves, and long fruit. So
Okay,
it
so we
has
have
to
the
have all
long
three.
fruit.
I wonder if we have to.
It has to have all three.
Do we have to create a plant that has all those? Do we have
No,
to?
we're looking for two particular plants. One we know the name of, and the other has the red flowers, spiny leaves, and long fruit. So look at the
red
other
fruit.
red tree.
Yeah, look at the other red. Given that it's red flower, then it's probably one of those.
No, that's not it.
Like the same thing. No.
Maybe there's. I think you can go inside the lab.
It's- Oh, in here? Okay, yeah.
Warning. Security clearance not valid for access to Growth Lab. Vickerman Pharmaceuticals thanks you for your cooperation.
So we need to get her.
What about the other
we need-
door?
Oh yeah. This... There we
Oh,
go.
there on the right. What do we
Boom.
have there? Red plants.
Red
Okay,
plants.
this should be it.
That's it.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah. Use the sequencer thing, the genetic sequencer on those plants.
Do I take? Can I take them?
I
Let
better
me take.
not. If I start
you-
taking every single...
No, you got to
Alright.
use the device.
From the
He
inventory.
gave you a device. Yeah,
This
that needle thing. Yeah.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
Now we go back into
Okay,
the
that's
room.
No. We got to find the other one too. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
Orchidaceae isotria.
What's there on the left? Yellow blooms.
We might have to ask that guy what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Hi
Let's have a
there.
conversation.
Plumber showed them a photograph.
We haven't had one in a while.
Can I get your name,
with caviar.
Okay. Can I get
Whipped
your name?
caviar.
Whenever the teacher told you the shortest way.
Okay.
All right.
What's
Okay,
your
we're
role
gonna.
at this facility?
An evil engine of desire wrapped within a rude message.
Uh-huh.
I
Wait,
think
so-
he's
so- so-
malfunctioning.
So this is an interesting thing that I wanted to ask you, Noah. What do you prefer, inventory puzzles or dialogue puzzles?
I don't care as long as they're good. That's kind of a cop-out answer, but it's hard enough to find a good adventure game. As long as it's well put together, it's either one is fine. I guess my answer would actually kind of be dialogue puzzles. Just because I find most inventory puzzles tend to be moon logic-y. You know, use everything on everything and hope for the best. I don't find that's a good way of problem solving.
Yeah, but then again, you may reach a situation like you had in this game with the guy who blew himself up, in which the dialogue puzzle may cause you to reach an unwanted
That's true.
situation.
Oh, that's all part of the fun, though, right? You know, doing something that screws everything up.
Okay, well, this guy's not going to tell us anything, so forget
Yeah.
it.
I give up.
All
To
right.
shoot him in the
Necessary
face.
but perhaps impossible notion of the nation-state works towards the rhetoric of synesthesia.
What about these things? Do they have anything? Production line.
How are we supposed to know what the name
Never
of
thought
the...
engineering would be
plant
so
is?
industrial. It's like a factory line.
Look at that
I
one.
mean,
We already looked at
in Phantasmagoria 2, even the dialogue puzzles are inventory puzzles because you need to use the inventory in order to start a conversation with someone.
Is this one of the ones we want?
I don't know. We got to find out what the name of the plant is this time.
Yeah, but
go
even
back-
if we know the name, we won't know if that's the plant.
Yeah, but we do because it's called Orchidaceae isotria. Oh, seed bank. That might be it.
Ooh.
Hey, I found something on my own.
Oh
without you
my
guys telling me
God.
what to do? Oh, another one.
On average, every fifth room has a gruesome death in it.
There we
Step-
go.
Update
Now we're
Step
now
on
we're
the corpse.
gaming. Now we're gaming.
Dr. Baxter is certainly dead.
And he's shorter than he used to be.
And not cleanly either.
His head has been removed.
More like destroyed. At a glance, this would be the most likely cause
So
of
my
death.
question is, did the actor who played the voice that she's talking to, the electronic voice, was she asked to speak in a robotic voice, or did they have her do it normally and then change it in post?
They probably had her speak in a robotic voice.
I think so too. That's my guess. What else do we want to do
Nothing
here?
unusual found on the body central. Estimation on time of death?
The climate control in the specimen lab is compromising your sensors. Ambient temperature is
Sensors.
just above freezing. What is your estimation of the incident, Dr. Lau?
There's too much we can't say for sure. We don't know precisely when Baxter was murdered. We can't even be sure that this was the cause of death.
That is a fair assessment. A clearer picture will no doubt follow.
I
the
think it was a
autopsy.
natural
Don't
death.
send in anyone yet. I still
He
need to
sneezed
carry
too
out a
hard.
preliminary.
I understand. Continue your investigation of events surrounding the incident.
Understood. Lau out. I hope I can find something to get Regis off the hook.
Oh, maybe let's see. What's this? That doesn't do anything. Let's find out some stuff.
It's a drone that
Rail-
runs back and forth on rails. Must be what they use to store and retrieve samples in here. It looks like it's controlling the sorting drones on the racks.
Let's look. Let's check it out.
Are there any samples here? Select stored sample
Ooh.
seed samples
Select
for
for-
retrieval, but I don't see any.
Yeah, there's nothing. Oh wait, no. There's.
Ah.
I accidentally did something, but at least it's something. There's a thing happening now. Let's see. What do we do
Yeah.
now?
We're looking
Okay,
for Orchidaceae.
Hmm. Yeah, so
Oh,
this
this is
makes
out-
much more sense because we see the name of the sample.
LMNO. I bet you it's gonna be over here. Xeno. T. It's gonna be this guy.
It's gonna be the last one you select.
M. N. There's no O. It's in. It looks like it's in alphabetical order.
Yeah, you're right.
So, engineered producer and delivery vector of recreational hallucinogen spark fruit. So I think read what you wrote down. No, what was the?
It said Orchidaceae isotria.
Isotria.
So I don't think it's in here.
Okay.
It must not be in here.
But should we grab some of this stuff? It seems like there's something.
No, because we could. There's 3, 6, 9, 12. There's 24 things we could get. We're wasting our time.
All right. But it looks like there's. I mean, it's around. All right. It just looks like they want us to use that thing.
They do, but I don't know if
we got to go. Okay. So at the moment, there is nothing else to do here.
Nothing unusual found on the body, Central.
What is your estimation of the incident, Doctor?
There's too much we can't say for sure. We don't know precisely when Baxter was. We can't even be sure that.
That is a fair assessment. A clearer picture will know.
Don't send in anyone yet. I still need to carry out a preliminary.
I understand. Continue your investigation.
Understood. Blau out.
I like that I can skip ahead. That's good.
Off the hook.
You can always skip ahead.
I never knew. Well, I would have been skipping ahead for. All right, so I guess we have to get out of here, right? There's nothing.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Okay.
Last time I skipped ahead in King's Quest 1 remake.
Oh boy.
Things took a dark turn in the comment section.
You're making it sound like you skipped ahead once. That was not true. You skipped ahead like
for access to growth. Vickerman Pharmaceuticals thanks you for your cooperation.
So how do we find out what the name of the plant is? I don't get it.
I think we may have to go back and talk to her.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to her. We have 17 more dialogue options. You know, I interviewed Hal Barwood a while ago. He was a Hollywood writer, and he also wrote Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. And he described adventure games nowadays perfectly. He said that adventure games are just...
Hold on a second.
I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the rest of the message before I get any sense out of it.
He said that adventure games nowadays are visual novels with speed bumps.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
Visual novels with speed bumps, yeah. Okay. I can't get into
Easter's not making any sense. Can't get into the airlock.
I tried talking to your intern. It wasn't helpful.
Oh, never mind that. He's got aphasia.
Isn't that treatable?
Oh, yes. He just gave it to himself. It's what the kids are into these days.
Crippling neurological disorders?
Yes and no. Maladism, they call it. They give themselves old diseases. It only lasts about a week each time.
And you let him do that?
He's not public-facing, and as long as it doesn't get in the way of his work. I figure we all did things the old folks thought were stupid back when we were kids.
But a complete inability to communicate doesn't affect his work?
Okay, I can't get
into the airlock.
The airlock and the growth lab are secure areas. We grow potentially hazardous organisms beyond those doors.
I'm trying to conduct an investigation here. Don't make me get a warrant from Central.
I'm sorry, Central would likely agree with us. We can't just give anyone access to the growth lab.
Not even a cell agent?
I'd need a pretty damn good reason.
There's a guy with a missing head!
Let's ask him.
Research with the Regis is done. I can't get in the airlock. Specimen bank. Any other samples you know of? Well, is that the one that... We know how sampling works.
Specimen bank, yes.
What happens in the specimen bank?
It's where the samples of plants and growth matrices are stored. There's a huge library of subjects to work with, natural and man-made.
And that's where Baxter worked?
Yeah, it's not exactly taxing. I wanted to see what he could do since they put a governor in him.
Does
left him to work
everybody know he's dead, or are we the only ones?
I think so. I think they know he's dead, yeah.
And just don't care.
Just don't care. All right, well, research with the Regises. He's not helping us.
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to work.
Use the sampler device on the computer.
All right, something's happening.
There's some more.
There's a second
I'm
one,
going to
right?
need to find where he's hidden the rest of the message before I get any sense out of it.
Well, it looks like something happened, but did anything happen?
Yeah, there's another one that we have to add, at least one more. But I don't know. We have to find out what the names of all the plants are, and I can't figure out which one is the one we're looking for.
We got to get into the. I think it's in one of these doors. So I think we have to figure out how to get by, borrow her. Oh, maybe we can steal this guy's pass, his clearance pass somehow to get in. I think he might be our. I don't know.
He looks
Okay, what's in our inventory?
unconventional. Kids these days. Oh God, I sound
Oh.
like Regis.
What if we'd use this on him?
Don't stab him with that.
Yeah. You don't need his DNA.
Genome data. What's this? Can we jolt? Maybe we jolt him out of his aphasia. I'm gonna try it.
Oh my God, you're gonna do it.
And so the evil regularly laughed at deadly hair.
Sorry, just testing a theory.
Well, they knew we were gonna try that.
I can't believe you did that.
Wait. Have you tried opening the door in the back?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. What's this? Do we red plants? We've done that. Got that. Okay. Well, we're good and lost here, aren't we?
way
What's
out.
that? Way out. That's the dome. Let's go back in here. Maybe do we need to leave and come back? Do we have to go get a warrant? Do we have to seed bank? I feel like there's got to be something in here that's gonna. Or is this just what is that called? The red herring.
Let's report the dead body. Leave the
All right,
crime
how do we
scene.
do? All right.
Nothing unusual found on the body central.
What is your estimation?
We already did
of the
this.
incident,
We did
Dr.
this.
Lau?
What do I do to report?
I hope.
do I-
Use your phone.
Mm-hmm.
The Traveler.
Oh, travel. Okay, there we go. No, that's genome data. What's that? That's my wetware.
Wetware.
This is my traveler. Okay. Sure, it's called Regis.
No answer.
All right. What's this? Call Central.
Dr. Lau, please continue your investigation of the murder of Dr. Baxter. Your involvement has been requested by the highest levels of civil government. Please find data relevant to the case on your secure system at cell headquarters.
So we got to go to headquarters. I think we got to go. Looks like we got to get out of here. I'm saying that more as a question mark than as a statement.
Anything to get us out of a conversation.
Do you agree? Should we go to cell headquarters?
I think we should probably exhaust every dialogue option with the doctor outside, but that's probably
Okay. All right. I thought, have we missed anything?
What's on the ground there?
Toolbox.
What is this? Blue toolbox. Has this been here the whole time?
Hey,
I didn't realize
I
that
guess so.
engineering was done with so much tape and wrenches. I can't figure out what any of these tools are for.
Just pick them
Come
up.
up anyway.
Yeah.
Can we get
There's a
them?
fire extinguisher on the wall.
Yeah.
No.
Light up. Well, why would you have this here and then not?
Get a screwdriver and a hammer, and let's open it to see if we get
Do you
a
have
letter from our
anything?
father.
I'll inject it with our DNA. All right, let's go talk to him. Let me out of here. Okay, here we go.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
Yeah, you're not busy. You're just standing around. We can't get in the airlock.
How can I fix Neaster?
I need to ask Neaster about the tampered specimens. How do I cure his aphasia?
Well, you wouldn't really cure it. He doesn't actually have the disease. It's essentially wetware designed to occupy the Wernicke and Broca regions of the brain. This then produces the symptoms of the disease. That's what they're going for.
I can't wait a week for the wetware to break down.
This is some weird hipster thing.
Early, then. If we've got an emergency contamination, we use hydroxypyruvate isomerase. It's an enzyme that instructs the fabricators in wetware to disassemble themselves.
Well, where is it? So we got to find the enzyme. It's not. Okay.
Say, click any other samples you know of. We've probably already heard this, but...
Have you found anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab and...
In the growth lab?
I can't remember exactly which specimen the other was. I do remember that it had red flower, spiny, toxic, and produced long...
I think we gotta go. I don't think there's anything else to be done here. Unless we need to find the thing that will get Neaster out of his aphasia.
We need like a first aid kit or something.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to it.
Okay. I don't know, guys. Unless you tell me not to, I'm gonna get in our fancy car.
Yeah, let's go back to cell headquarters. Maybe there's something there, or not. Who knows at this point?
Oh, we got a little hint from the chat here. One of the emails in the Traveler has a clue to what could be the specimens. So let's tell HQ, and then let's check our email. All right.
Reading emails should be optional in any adventure game. And I'm looking at you, Paul. Who started this?
I'm a big fan of the email. There we go. That's not the email, though. Where's the email?
You should have told Lorelei back in 1996, hey, Lorelei, what's up with the emails in our game?
Yeah. Which one's email? Where is it? How do I... Well, I have to go on the computer to get my email. I can't just do it on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do it. I love that she always takes the long way around. Okay. Is that my email?
I think so.
That's my email? Okay. So, let's see. As authorized by City Systems Administrator Dr. Edward Vargas, please find access to the investigation's case files enclosed. If you wish to discuss the case in person with the administrator, please make an appointment beforehand. So we should probably do that. That's it.
Yeah, go back.
Yeah,
go to Regis.
There's 3 more. Yeah.
That's it. Max Lau. Nothing. Subject. No subject. Oh, this was the attachment. Okay. Thank you for the summary of the so-called mind-jacking investigations. It is evident that some of Dr. Regis's talents in investigation has found its way into your work, but please be aware that you need to also emulate his less helpful behavioral patterns. Not also emulate. That's it? Just got a little slap on the hand? Max, it doesn't matter what Mom said. I don't really understand why you did it either, but I'm not going to judge you. We'd read this, didn't we?
Yeah.
I miss you, and they won't admit it, but Mom and Dad do too. Please come home, Max. That's city life. It'll change you, Eddie. So what are you telling us, Matalad? There are 6 samples. Yeah, he's not telling everything, but is there more attachments to be found? None here. None there. None there. All right, let's get out of here. I want to get out of here.
Click on the box in the upper right. That's a little bit
Oh,
right.
I see. Yeah. Sorry. What's this?
Yeah, what are those? I don't know.
Case officers. Not much to do here. This just seems like information that... Let's try this guy. Centralized emergency logistics. Breaking and entering abusive public office. Dr. Adam Baxter was found dead by co-workers at the Vickerman Telepresence Laboratory in the North. Cell has been contacted and case officers Lau activated for investigation. Victims to date, Baxter, suspects, Regis, spouse of... So we find Regis, victim of murder by Dr. Baxter, was detecting entering laboratory. Charles Regis has been
how about we check the desk, Regis's desk?
Okay. Is that in this office somewhere?
Yeah, it's on the other side of her desk.
Wait, so no, you said that Lamplight City you played only the first act, and in this game you only played the first act. So which adventure games from the 2010s
Regis.
did you actually finish?
Yeah, we got some.
Photograph. I can't think of any offhand, actually. If you named them, I could probably tell you, but I don't think I finished many games back then.
A physical photograph. The team. February 2067.
Oh, we did this.
Yeah, maybe
Didn't
you
we already
should show
do
it
this?
to that woman
To-
in
Oh,
the
Regis
crime
is
scene.
probably the only person I know who'd want his picture on paper. I guess defacing a digital one just isn't the same. Hey, there's Dr. Chigwa as well.
Yeah, show it to
Hey,
Dr. Chigwa.
let's go. Now we're on to something. We figured it out all by ourselves with no help from anybody.
Crime scene.
Bump a dump, bump a dump, bump a bump. Okay, well, it's been an hour. I think I'll once I give her the once I catch up with her here, I will give her the.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
Oh no, I should probably just. There you go. Let's do that. Oh, can I get out? Done.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you look...
All right, so let's do this. Once I give her the photo, no, I'm gonna hand this over to you.
Okay.
What do you think of this?
Oh my. Is that? Goodness, it seems like such a long time ago. Project was just starting and we were all so...
Oh no, she's gonna go into. She's gonna tell us stories from the old days.
She's gonna flash back.
We're gonna reminisce.
Different man before he lost Vicky.
It would be great if we did a flashback and now we were in control of her, 20 years
In
ago.
the flashback.
Me?
In the
Central's
flashback.
going to hunt him down. Please, Dr. Chigwa, I need to get into the growth lab. That's part of my investigation.
All right then. I don't know if you'll find anything significant in there.
We did it.
Let's clear Charlie though. There. I've added
All right,
you to
I've
the
done all I
access
can,
list.
Noah. You take it from here, pal.
All right. You got an achievement too.
I feel like I feel like I've really, you have a lot to live up to after my.
In terms of
Good luck.
action items, Paul did 1 in an hour.
I got
so well done. We're getting
up
there.
a photo. That's right. Oh, now Noah gets all the easy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of
All the things
work
are
I
in
did.
this room.
All right, I'm gonna leave for a second. Don't do anything too exciting.
All right. First aid kit.
This could be useful. Looks like a lot of cartridges for the injector.
Didn't she say hydroxy?
Let's give it a try.
Yeah, this could only kill him.
Yeah. Oh, wait, did you save? We didn't.
I don't know what's in them, but they look important.
Oh.
Aha, here's a name.
Is it the name we were looking for?
No.
did you solve the game? Are we near the end?
Yeah,
Almost.
All right.
this is the last cutscene of the game.
Nuh-uh. What happened? What'd I miss?
We're in the growth lab. This is it. Orchidaceae isotria.
Chamber A. So the
Chamber
left
A.
one.
We picked up a first aid kit.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't inject that. I can't inject that.
What do you mean?
No, you got the auto injector,
here
which
for
was
hours if I
the
start
thing
taking
from
everything.
the first aid kit.
Oh,
I
that's
think
a
you need
different.
the,
That's a different.
DNA sampler. Yeah.
Right, said Brett. Thank you very much for your. And we will,
I've taken a
as
DNA
if we
sample.
came in late, we'll
message.
read all the stuff later. And by the way, I'm going to let's take a quick pause here. Folks who we are getting pretty close to our goal today. If we get, here's the thing, here's going to be a little temptation for all of you. Daniel and Noah and I talked a little before the stream, and we know that there is a huge want for us to play Ripper together. We don't know if we'll play the whole game or not, but if we get to the end of our goal today and we get to the 300, we promise that we will come back with our next stream as starting up the game Ripper, the three of us together. So that's our promise to you. And if you can help us get to our goal, then we'll do that. All right, let's get to the game.
With the real challenge, it being us running the game on a modern machine.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I accidentally challenged Daniel, and he actually has pulled it off.
Yeah.
So
During our 2 years of streaming, me and Paul, he figured out that whenever he wants me to do something, he just needs to say, "Oh, you can't do this. Oh, that must be difficult for you."
It's really,
and that's
yeah,
it.
I'll
That's
say-
the trigger.
Yeah.
Copyright breach
a lot of
in
my
progress.
opening
Excuse
statements
me?
to him
Uh-oh.
is,
You are not
this probably
authorized
isn't
to
going to
remove
work,
Orchidaceae
but
isotria samples from the growth lab. They are copyrighted property of Typho Labs GmbH. Beginning purge.
purge.
Hey,
No.
my sample!
hey, my sample.
What did you do?
To prevent theft of intellectual property, gene sequences in your possession have been neutralized.
Jeez.
Have a
Bummer.
nice day.
We just got it
thanks.
after all that work. See the furrowed brow they gave her in that last section? I'm going to count all the facial expressions that I see on Lao. Before I got 2.
This ought to kill him.
Let's get him.
When will Plumber show them a photograph?
Really? How interesting.
Beached questions, you injector.
Say that again?
Overpass, did you stick me with an injector? Now I'll have
Ooh,
to
we're
get
getting
my
closer.
aphasia reject.
Hey, we did
cool,
it.
man.
Dude, achievement unlocked. It took you all 5 minutes. It took me an hour.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I'm
I can't get O out of the growth
I
lab.
need to remove the Orchidaceae isotria sample from the growth room. Thing is, the airlock told me it was copyrighted, then blasted me with gas.
Yeah,
Look at her
that one
face.
belongs to Tifu. They're way touchy about it. Only lab staff were able to remove it for factory.
Could you get the sample for me?
Hey, no way, man. I'm already on two
No way,
strikes for
man.
taking stuff out of the lab.
Wait, I think that the music is overbearing. Just a second, let's see if this
in
is
general.
gonna-
So you
Oh, Fungi
could,
plays,
but you
getting
won't.
things going.
Sorry, man. Jigwell
Oh,
rate
he
things on
brought us
stealing
to
stuff.
it.
There's a huge street
snap.
for things like
Look at that. You
smartphones
got
or
us to the
cracked
goal.
liquor.
That was
Thank you,
great.
Fungi
Thank you
Play.
so much. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, he does sound like that. Who are you imitating that you sound that sounds like
Christopher Walken.
Was right. What? I thought you were imitating. Okay, sorry, I got caught up in the chat.
So now I need to figure out how to promote our Reaper live stream. I'll probably
it's
use a
gonna
few
blow up. It's gonna-
few gifs of
I'm CS
of course,
Dr.
this
Lau.
for
I've been
walking and
tasked with this
dancing.
investigation.
Martin
Or we can use
Wilson,
some
I've been
clips
tasked
of
with the
one of Spoonie's
You work with
Spoonie's
Dr.
video
Chilla?
from the day.
Yeah,
She-
yeah, you can go ahead and do
I'm
that.
just the intern. Means I get stuck with all the lousy jobs she won't do.
I understand. I was an intern once.
So, what's CS? You a detective?
Case specialist. So, yes, I guess you could say that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't
No.
paying attention. How do we get the O out of the growth lab?
Just
I need
click
to
it
remove the
again.
thing is, the airlock told.
Yeah, that one belongs to Tiefel. Their only lab staff were able to remove it for fun.
Could you get the sample
Okay.
Oh,
from?
only lab
No
staff.
way, man. I'm already on 2 strikes for taking stuff out of the
Then
lab.
time for a
So
third
you
one.
Could, but you won't.
Sorry, man. Jigwalry, there's a huge street market for things like spark fruit or cracked wetware.
So
Okay, so he won't help us. All right.
yeah.
Dr. Chigwa tells me that some of the specimens have been tampered.
Oh yeah, I found one of those. Man, couldn't they have just killed the guy without messing up my work?
I need to find it. Which specimen was it?
Oh, a Coruscant Brasileiro. When I found it, I just thought Baxter was nuking it up again.
What did you do with it?
A
I just sent it
Coruscant
back to the
Brasilia.
specimen lab. Should be there in the sample store.
A Coruscant.
All right, I'll let you get back.
Uh-huh, whatever.
Coruscant. I got a really bad memory, so I gotta repeat the stuff.
Yeah, it's an A and a B. The second one's a B. So, wait, that's it. That's it right there. Like a library.
Okay.
Maybe we can bring him back to life.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
Okay.
What is this? Nothing.
Nothing.
Wait, maybe.
Maybe what?
Maybe there's a way to smuggle the sample from the airlock. Because
Thank
this
you,
guy won't help
Opus.
us. This guy won't help us.
I don't know how. Let me ask the other doctor.
Dr. Chigwa.
And actually,
Yeah.
let me.
Let's get Christopher Walken on Conversations with Curtis. Are you up for it, Paul? Interviewing him?
He's been
Do you
trying
think
to
he
get
even
in touch
remembers?
He's been trying to get in touch with me for weeks. I gotta get back to him. Do you think you asked? Do you think he remembers doing it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've heard actors talk about not remembering at all. I mean, they've done so many things that
I'm
they
going to need
completely
to find
forgot.
where he's hidden the rest of the message before.
Sorry.
Look, eventually, many of the people that we interview, for example, if we'll get to interview Robert Patrick, then it might be interesting for him to talk about something that he's
Excuse
not
me, Dr.
usually
Chigwa?
interviewed about.
Make it quick,
which is
I'm
the big-
busy.
I think if people are generally up for chatting to,
Is that all?
I don't know,
No.
what are we?
Then
Are
if
we
you'll
fans?
excuse me,
We're not. We
I'll
don't
get
really.
back
We
to
have a
work.
little bit of an audience, but if they're interested in generally chatting, I think it would be fun for them to be asked something from that's not the normal questions. You know, that would be kind of fun. I think.
I always like that when people would ask stuff that I don't normally get asked. I mean, usually there's a lot of fans usually have kind of the same questions. It's not boring or anything like that, but I always like when people ask me kind of oddball questions about stuff that.
Yeah, it kind of just mixes it up, makes you. Yeah, let's check.
Okay,
Let's.
so what's
let's
your
reach out.
favorite color of M&M, Noah?
I don't have a favorite color. Blue.
And I had a question for you since we're sort of at a little pause. Of all the videos that you made in the day, are there one or two that you always really liked but just didn't get as many views as you thought they would? Or are there ones that you're like, oh, I'm surprised that one didn't take off as much?
Yeah, there's a couple. There's let me think. There's a review called DOA Dead or Alive that I'm actually very proud of. I really like that review a lot, and it didn't get as many views as I would have thought.
Oh, so good. That's great. It's always fun when you hear.
Also, there's I did a bunch of crossover movies with a bunch of other producers called To Boldly Flee and Suburban Nights. Those weren't nearly as well received as I would have hoped, which is a shame because I had a lot of fun making them. I'm very proud of the work that we did on those movies, and they just weren't very well received. They weren't great, but I was happy to make them, and I thought we had a good time making them.
Cool.
A lot of good
Do you
memories.
go back and look at any of these and kind of go
yeah.
regrade yourself? Like, this one really held up, or this one wasn't quite. This one not so much, or.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, when you're editing a bunch of reviews of yourself, you see yourself a lot.
Yeah.
So you either get really sick of looking at yourself, or you learn to live with it. But yeah, I really like those the feature. Sorry, the feature films we made. I have a lot of good memories about making those, being on set with all those people. A lot of really good days you don't get back again. So I get very nostalgic for those days.
That's great. I want to check it out. So if you guys haven't watched that, please do. Awesome. Cool. All right, let's get back to our. What are we doing now? We have all the stuff, don't we?
We're kind of stuck at this point. We still got. We still got to find some plant samples. We don't know which ones are which. We got to find a way to get the. We got to find a way to get the plant sample out of the lab without getting gassed, and that I'm not sure how to do.
Right.
And let's get back into the
we have to get
airlock
that...
and see if we can do something over there.
Well, Regis or whatever his name is, we seem to be able to either get him or his credentials. He seems to have the ability to go in there. He doesn't want to because he's going to get caught, right? But either he or Dr. Chigwa has something that we have to get from them to go in. I don't know. I feel like we
Sample
need
names are the key to finding what samples you need. Drop sample in his toolbox.
Did you get a little hint from our folks?
Yeah.
Thank you, the Schadenjäger. So
Thank you, Schadenjäger.
was there any one video on your channel that got you the most subscribers that you recall?
Final Fantasy VIII was probably the video that got me the most subscribers, just because it was one of my first that really took off, that was really popular. But yeah, Phantasmagoria 2 and Ripper were really good. The Let's Plays I've done, that and SWAT 4, were really, really popular. They got a lot of people interested.
Have you played SWAT
But yeah, Final
1?
Fantasy VIII... Hang on, I was just reading this. Extra morphile found on asteroids and comets X Tizardi grows dangerously quickly in our atmosphere. Eco hazard.
Which one are we looking for?
I'm not sure.
No. And how do we find out who's going to tell us that information?
Let me look at. I want to. What they said about the email. What they said about the email interests me because I'm not sure. Open case file.
Don't you have to go to a computer to open the email?
Yeah, I thought so.
I feel like we can get more out of the guy. I think we had a moment where she's like, "Oh, you can, but you don't want to." I think we still have to figure something out with him. Maybe there's a new options to talk to him now.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
What happened here? Aphasia. I can't get out of the growth.
DNA sample?
Yeah, maybe DNA sample.
Remind me, what was that specimen you found?
Jeez, what are you, senile? It was a Cordyceps
Yes.
brasiliera.
We did that. Can we just do? I
What do
can't
you
get
think
O
of
out of the
Dr.
growth lab
Chigwa?
again, and
She's
then
a hard ass, but she knows what she's doing. Kinda thinks she feels wasted working here.
I need to remove
There-
the
there's a-
Orchidacea isotria sample from the growth room. Thing is, the airlock told me it was copyrighted, then blasted me with gas.
Yeah, that one belongs to Tifu. They're way touchy about it. Only lab staff are able to remove it for factory.
Could you get the sample for me?
Hey, no way, man. I'm already
No
on
way,
2 strikes
man.
for taking stuff out of the lab.
So you could, but you won't.
this is the
Sorry,
part.
man. Chigwa already thinks I'm stealing stuff. There's a huge street market for things like spark fruit or cracked wetware.
So we have to go on the street and find out. We got to go
Tell me
find.
about Dr. Baxter.
Not much. He only started here a couple of weeks ago. Chico dropped him in the specimen lab and kinda left him here.
She neglected him?
Nah, he just barely left. Could have been a workaholic, but I think he just couldn't focus on anything else.
Did he ever talk about his past with you?
Man, he didn't even talk to me, period, about anything.
All right, I'll let you get
Okay,
back.
let me try. Let me try getting the sample again. And instead of leaving the lab, I'll try to go and hide it in this toolbox or something.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Wait,
But
What's this?
what's there on the left? Move the mouse cursor.
let me get my
Over.
sample here.
I've taken a DNA sample.
What am I looking for?
I'm not sure. I thought I saw something.
This?
This. Pipes.
They don't.
Why don't you handle it? Why don't you go from here?
Wait. I just wanted to see what the pipes were all about.
Oops.
Okay,
That's something.
you can take it from here.
Now that you broke it, okay.
I broke it, you handle the consequences, Noah.
All right. Let's see.
I don't know what's in them, but they look important.
This is only probably highly toxic.
Getting bigger too.
Wait, maybe now we can leave this room and that thing won't gas us because there's a leak.
That's not going to fix it.
Oh yeah. Just go back up and get the stuff, and now we'll get zapped.
Warning, copyright breach in progress.
Ah, hell.
Excuse me?
You are not authorized to remove Orchidaceae isotria samples from the
Okay,
growth
let's skip
lab.
those.
Hey, my
Because
sample.
we already heard
Now we got
this.
gassed
What
again.
did you
To prevent theft, Gene haven't.
Chief?
Okay.
So much more fun.
What? What are we doing over here? Go talk to that guy or talk to her about the leak.
She's coming to us now.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
No, she doesn't know anything.
Go talk to him.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me.
This is tough. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Any
Yeah?
suggestions from the chat? Let us know. Unless Daniel, you know.
There's a burst
There's a
pipe.
burst.
Hey, the pipes in the growth lab are leaking.
Ah, yoke it. Again? Better go fix it before Chico starts yelling.
Okay.
Oh, he did take the toolbox.
So what can we do now?
No, don't go after him. Let's steal stuff. Can we steal anything? Is there anything to steal?
I think we pretty much looked all over that place.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to steal.
There wasn't while we were searching the first time. We can't take any plants. Is there something we can steal, Daniel?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know to what degree this is new to you. Have you ever played
right.
the game this far before, Daniel?
Nope.
Oh wow, okay. All right, so you're just like us.
Take 3.
Oh. Normally you're the hint master. And now we can do it.
Yeah, maybe while he's working on that crap, we won't be gassed.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
I mean, there's a lot of world building in this game, and for it not to have a sequel is kind of weird, because usually give out so much exposition because you're sure that you're gonna have like 2 or 3 other additional games in which things will work out
Better not
smoothly.
lose it.
Wait, what did you do?
You stole
placed it-
something from the...
You placed it in his toolbox?
Yeah.
Oh, good call. What, how did you come up with that idea?
Somebody from the chat room and Twitch told me. I admit it.
You could have taken credit. You were honest.
Yoink.
There should be an achievement for that. There were some good responses to your comment. I'll find the one. Shazam writes, as a
Aha,
Final
got
Fantasy
some.
fan, the FF8 roast you did was really well done. That was the one, your skit format was at its best. That people said that to this day, anyone who knows Spoonie's work still tells me he
I'm
has the
going to need
best
to find
editing
where
of
he's hidden
anyone
the rest
on
of the
YouTube.
message before I get any
Oh,
sense
thank
out
you.
of it.
That's actually really nice to say because editing is very difficult.
It is. I've only done
And
a teeny
underrated.
bit. Underrated for sure. It makes or breaks anything, you know. All right, so we got we can go, or do we need to go? Oh, so we still
Baxter,
need one
good
more.
luck. He says, Baxter, good luck.
I'm going to
Yeah.
need to find where he's hidden the rest of the message before I get...
Where's
Okay,
the
so
third?
there's another one. There's one final one I think that we need to find, and I don't know where to look for it.
Is it all in this environment, or do we maybe find it in a different? Oh no, we have to come back here.
Wait. Yeah, the chat was right. I was just about to say this, so I'm taking credit for it, but you're right. The initials,
I'm going to
if
need
you
to
look at the
find where-
initials, they say M.A. Lau, so it's Max Lau.
Yeah.
So we need to find something that starts with X.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to need
Oh,
to
that's
find
cool.
where he...
That's a good puzzle. And that actually all, you know, when you look back at it, it doesn't feel moon logic-y. It feels well thought out.
And actually, I think I dialed in that one just now from the asteroid.
No, there's
Huh.
nothing there.
I guess it needs...
Oh, you picked it up. Okay.
Oh, you did? Wow, that was fast. How'd you
There
do
it
that?
is.
You got it.
Wait.
Now we got it all.
Xenospore growth matrix. What the heck?
What is this stuff? Better trans up some data on it.
One of the only known examples of extraterrestrial life, X Tizardi, was first discovered on Tizardi's comet in 2055 by the Art-3 survey probe mission. Similar in many respects to terrestrial fungi, this is believed by some to be an example of convergent evolution and panspermia by others. In any case, its extremely rapid growth in Earth's atmosphere poses severe ecological risks. So let's take it out. To prevent accidental germination, this organism is stored in a growth matrix. Growing only in carefully controlled laboratory environments, this helps to reduce the risk of what some have termed the most mundane alien invasion imaginable.
Oh, we'll keep that in mind, I guess.
Wait, so we don't have the sample because we took the growth matrix instead?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what to do with it.
Maybe give it to the doctor.
Can you? Oh,
Maybe someone knows what to do.
yeah. Give it to this guy first. He's still there. Meester.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
No.
All right, I'll let you get back to your job.
Uh-huh. Whatever.
Okay, Zuki is saying, let it grow. Let it grow. So maybe.
Oh, a little bit of fertilizer for one of the plants. So I think we need to put the whatever that dung is into one of the plant gardens. Just a matter of one.
And this botanical garden section of the game is exhausting.
You're
Yes,
exhausted?
it is.
Oh, I mean, just in terms of how many steps she puts in? That's a lot of traveling.
Okay, there is an empty one.
What is this stuff?
Welcome, Hackmaster J.
There, I've
Here we
planted
go.
the growth matrix. Let's
Hey,
hope I
nice.
got Mom's green fingers.
This could only end the world.
Yeah, but you know how it is in adventure games. Doesn't matter if what you do is going to end the world, as long as
Danger
it
of
benefits you
contamination.
and your personal journey.
I don't think I can plant that.
Wait, maybe we need to leave and
Leave and come back.
leave and come back, and maybe I don't know.
You think we only have to go so far as to like here, or do we have to go do a scene in a different, enact another scene first? We'll find out. I've been gone for a while. Let's see.
Jesus.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
look at that. That's hilarious. It came
I've
spilling
taken
out.
a DNA sample from it. I hope it doesn't
Regis,
grow in
did we
my
have to
pocket.
pick the alien fungus?
You know, in adventure games, usually the adventure game engines require you to leave a room in order to trigger something.
Oh, what have we done?
Yeah. We're gonna hear the whole message now.
I really hope that we're gonna reach the conclusion in the end of the game that this is Wintech, and it has been Wintech all along.
No, they were
Everything
making
is-
diet pills.
Yeah, it's true. That's your answer for everything, Daniel. It all ends back at Wintech.
You know, after our conversation with Ron Gilbert, in which he said that he likes the movie Unbreakable.
Lau, if you're listening to this, well, it means they've got me.
Oh no, Regis, no, no, no.
But Lau, ignore anything left in the recording up to this point.
Huh?
Sorry for being so unhelpful with the message, but I had to be sure you were the one who heard it first. Everyone will be saying that I came to the lab for Baxter, and they might be right. Except that he's been dead since before I got here.
Yes.
We need to touch bases on this case.
I was gonna kill him, but he was dead already.
Meet me where we were both first involved in a case. I'll try to explain when you get here. Good luck.
Oh, thank God. You've got some explaining to do, Regis.
So, what do we do here? We hit a chapter. Then guess on how. I imagine we're pretty far.
What the hell did you think you were doing? We need her alive.
I saw an opportunity for striking back at Regis, a kind of poetic justice.
At Regis? You've never even met the man.
Yes, but I...
You haven't offloaded Baxter yet, have you? Look.
I keep forgetting
there
about
might
the
just
double
be
plot
a use
here.
for your newfound vendetta. The tap on his partner was successful. She found where Regis is hiding. He's an unfactored element. Now, he needs to be removed from the equation.
Don't worry. I'll kill him myself if it comes to it.
There's only so much of the city's resources that can be diverted to this. Find him, finish him, then return for offloading. Remember, I'm your controller, not Baxter.
Don't be be so sure.
What's that psychotic look?
So I got out. I managed to find somewhere to lie low, but I know what Central's capable of. You can only hide from it for so long. Lau had better find that message before an aerostat comes this way. What the hell?
Damn kids! Please save.
What the hell is this?
It's drink.
I got so caught up in our previous story that
The bottle
it's
is some
taking me
kind of
a minute or
thermal
two to
container, about
adjust
half
to
full of
this
thick
one.
liquid. The words "Drink me" are stenciled on the side.
That looks legit.
Down the hatch.
And he's gonna drink it!
Jeez.
Wonder what that did.
Hear me?
Hello? Who's there?
Barely, can you hear me?
Barely. I can't see you. Where are you?
In your head.
My head, the bottle.
The bottle.
That bottle I
This
drank.
game.
That's what did this?
Exactly. You ingested a wetware builder node colony. They were programmed to construct a transceiver in the small bones of your inner ear.
So wait, a bottle comes hurtling through the glass in this really scary part
Dodgy
of
neighborhood.
whatever.
That says drink me.
It says drink me. He looks it over and decides to drink it. And now he's
Wouldn't it-
surprised.
If somebody did that to you, if somebody right now threw a bottle through your window that said drink me, you'd be like, why not?
Yeah. You're not going to do it. This game just lost me. Everything else was fine up till here.
All the cyberpunk stuff, it's okay. No.
That was fine. This is it.
This game made sense up to this
It'll break
point.
itself down in a couple of weeks. You have bigger problems at the moment, though.
They found me?
My location's been compromised?
I'm afraid so. There's a strike team surrounding the building as we speak.
Damn.
We need to get you out of there. The sewer access on the factory floor hasn't been secured. It's your best chance for an escape route.
If what you're saying's true, I'm about to be outnumbered and outgunned.
Don't worry, you're probably one of the few people I know who's smart enough to get out of something like this.
That
Do
we
you
are.
know me?
You could say that. Come on, get moving.
Okay, don't get moving yet. So,
All right.
remind me, where's he been this whole time again?
We don't know.
So when was the last time we saw him?
He went to the lab, presumably to kill Baxter,
Right.
but went there and found that he was already dead.
And that's the last we've seen of him, right?
And so, yeah, apparently what he did from there was he left a message hidden in the genetic code of 6 different plants, explaining where he went, and then just hid out. He decided to go hide out.
And now he's waiting for Lau to put everything together so she can realize that he's here and she's going to come save him, right?
Right.
He's waiting for Lau. In the meantime, he's sitting here waiting for why he's here. We don't know, do we? Is
He's
there a
just
reason?
hiding. That's all.
Okay, just hiding, but they don't explain why it's such a seedy part of town. He's sitting there, and then the bottle comes through. He drinks it, and now there's a mystery voice in his head that knows him, but we don't know who that voice is yet.
Yeah, we don't know who it is yet, except that she has pink text.
Right, and so he's surrounded, and we need to get him away. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Needed to get some clarity on some stuff here.
Zen says, to be fair, when Therese gave Curtis a drink spiked with probably ketamine, Curtis drank down that MFer without fear or hesitation.
Touche.
Yeah, but we don't know if she gave him a spike drink. We think that he's allergic to alcohol because he's an alien.
That's true. It might just have been, but it was a pretty specific drink she ordered. Yeah, good point.
Every time Noah recaps a certain part of this game, the game sounds more and more ridiculous than it did before.
It does. I want to. We can't go too long without you giving us the update because it just puts into perspective how ridiculous this plot is.
I found a cigarette lighter.
Where was that?
In a filing cabinet.
Okay. And then while we've been yapping away, you've been finding stuff, huh?
Yeah.
No, just that.
And also, this game doesn't have any NPCs. All of the characters are playable characters at some point in the game. We played like 60 characters up to this point.
Just 3.
Now 4, I think. Lau, Baxter, and the other. What's the girl's name? We always forget her name.
Mandela, I think her Matrix name is.
I guess that is.
Hey, I got a computer.
Wait, how was your Baldur's Gate live stream yesterday?
Baldur's Gate 3 is fun so far. I've been having a lot of fun with Baldur's Gate 3.
Hey, live stream for 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
And how was it?
It's big. That's the best way I can describe it. There's a lot to it, so it's kind of overwhelming, but I'm still having fun regardless.
That's great. What kind of a game is it? Is it a first person?
It's a role-playing game. It's a Dungeons and Dragons type game.
Okay.
It's no Techno Babylon.
No, it's not. That is not.
All right, what do we know?
An evacuation is currently underway by order of the centralized government. Please proceed to designated shelter sites if you have been affected, burns, NBC contamination.
Have you been playing that game with? You said you had a group of friends you were going to connect with and play that game with.
Yeah, I haven't played with them yet. I thought I would play some of the single player first just to get the hang of the game before I joined other people.
Oh, okay. Someone just said it's playing with a group of 4 is wild.
Yeah, and Metal Tracks is saying that 600,000
Oh wait, I found
players
something.
are playing it at the moment on Steam.
Holy cow!
I'll put the stuff in Locker 6. Codes 381.
Nice.
Okay. Yep. Code 381.
So remember that 381.
Locker 381. Got it. Right here.
Right here. 5 minutes later. What's the code? we may reach a point.
You don't need it to be right here because it's right there in the chat. No one's gonna.
It's right here in the live stream. So if we ever forget it, we can rewatch the live stream while we're in the live stream.
Where did you
lock the first time?
Thing? Maintenance drone.
Ah, must have been a decorator.
Okay. Paint
cartridge.
It's the locker outside.
There's a canister of water-soluble fire suppressant loaded into the system.
All right, let's take that. Okay.
A pressurized fluid cartridge that I disconnected from the maintenance drone. Based on the markings and the color, it looks like it's full of red paint.
That's going to come in handy, I'll bet.
Huh. It fits.
Huh.
What?
I just tried that at random and it worked.
Well, what is it? Why did you put it there? What does it do to be there?
Why? I just tried it. So
how is it helpful, though?
I don't know.
Yet.
That's one of the things that Whitey Wanderer wrote in his review of this game. You know, in Ron Gilbert's manifesto of why adventure games suck, he said that a good puzzle requires you to know the goal before you actually get to the solution. While over here, you reach the solution without even knowing that there was a puzzle or what it solved.
Yeah, like at this point, we don't know how that's going to help, but we know enough to know that will probably help.
SWAT team!
Dynamic entry complete. Second floor hallway secure. Going dark and starting patrol. Out.
Is a cloaking device.
Adaptive camouflage. How am I supposed to get past them when I can't even see them?
I'll see if I can breach their systems. For now, you're going to have to think your way past.
Yep.
Boy.
We're not good at that. We established that.
We got a game thing, though. This
Whatever's
is good.
in
This
there.
is a puzzle.
There's apparently 4 gross of them, whatever that means.
We got to set the fire system off.
We also have the red.
Yeah.
And the red paint's going to help us in some point.
And the sprinklers will probably show us. Did you save?
Bah!
Oh, okay. All right.
If I wander
There we
out
go.
there,
How many
I'm
times?
probably just going to end up full of holes.
Okay, at least we're alive.
Nice.
Maybe
This
you
is
should
fun.
use the lighter on the sprinklers. Yes!
Do we have a lighter?
They're just the sprinklers. Fire sensor must be somewhere else.
And
You
then...
can set the sprinklers off with the lighter, though.
And then we'll be able
I
to
know
see
this.
them, just like in the Invisible Man. Or Hollow Man. Depending on which of the versions you saw.
Fire control. What about
Alright,
the top?
alright, so where's the sensor?
Is it up
The
the
system
top?
only takes fluid tanks. It's not going to be compatible with it.
Like at the... On the top of the ceiling there? Looks like a light bulb. Maybe it's that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because we put the red canister in that thing. Now you can go.
I'm gonna save again.
Walk.
Target sighted.
Okay.
I need to use
You're
the
gonna
fact
still be
that I can
red. Oh,
see
that's
him
good.
now
I'm
to
glad we
my
don't have to go
advantage.
back. This is good. I like this part of the game. Is it a
Thank-
timing thing?
Thank you, Captain Obvious. He said I need to use the fact that I can see him to my advantage. Yeah,
Target sighted.
Well, he wasn't even looking my way.
I think that
I need to use the fact that I can.
once he starts walking to the right, maybe we should walk after him.
The wood's old.
Oh, you got it.
But I still can't get it open by hand.
What?
Target sighted.
This is great.
I need to use the
Okay.
fact that I can see him now to my advantage.
Maybe we can use something on him, and that's the reason why we should see him. Why we're supposed to see him.
Should we get the red paint out of there?
No.
What is this stuff?
I don't know.
Did you just come across this for the first time?
Yeah.
What?
What just happened?
I don't know. Link to external device.
Connected to device. Traveler. It's connected to your Traveler device now.
Yeah.
Looks like I can control the factory's power from my Traveler now.
Boom. Look at that. I just understood something.
Let's see. Do I still have my gun? I do have my gun.
Thank you, bonus high tops.
Yeah, thank you, bonus high tops. Appreciate
What did
One
you do?
down.
that. Oh, that was easy.
left to go. Don't count on taking them all on, though.
I forgot we had a gun. We would have
Yeah.
gotten past it a lot sooner. Nice. Right now we can go.
Low velocity,
Oh.
jacketed hollow point. They came prepared for a soft target.
Okay. So picked
Now
up
I have a machine gun.
Yeah,
Nice.
now we're talking.
crisis agent crates. This is good. This is like
Saving again. This is the first time in the game we can really get killed.
you know, the thing I got really obsessed this last year with the game Little Nightmares and its follow-up Little Nightmares 2. Did you ever play that, Noah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you enjoy those?
Yeah, I like those a lot. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
a bunch
I-
of games like that too. I can't remember the other ones though, but Little Nightmares.
Limbo, Inside.
Limbo, yeah.
Inside.
Inside, that's the one. Yeah, Inside.
That's a great one. But yeah, I found myself getting very, very enamored of them because it's timing puzzles, and I love not so much when I was running away from something, but in some room where I had to figure out how to get out. That there was a bunch of weird little clues, and some of those clues could kill you, but I really enjoyed that. And there's something about this
all the packing material.
portion of the game that reminds me of that. It's not nearly as active, but cool.
Well, Puzzle Agent is very similar in structure to that, in that you enter a certain room or a location and you have one puzzle to solve, and when you solve it, you go to a different location.
Yeah, that's that's
you,
sort of
you don't have the platformer aspects of it, but it's a variant of that in the adventure game genre.
Oh, 318, right?
Yep.
381.
Ah, damn.
381. Yeah, 381.
Apparently, it's not just cleaning supplies they kept in here. This is some pricey liquor.
Drink it.
It's a strong old whiskey. More expensive than the stuff I've usually got around.
Stop drinking stuff.
I needed that.
Yeah.
Drinking on the job.
See how much he drinks.
See how much he can drink.
It's powerful stuff, but it won't do anything useful there.
All right. That would be hilarious if there was a potential scene that they knew that you would keep giving it to him, that they just created he's too drunk to, like he died, like he got killed in the other scene. It'd be funny if he just became too drunk to move on.
Rain. Giant crack.
Looks like the beginnings of a fine hole in the floor. There's a little light coming through it, and I can hear voices. I haven't got the gear to fix it, or open it up some more. Stuff it with packing? Nah. I've stuffed the drain.
Why? I don't know why I did that, but I've done
There's
it.
so much plumbing going on in this game. The pipes and the drain.
It's good. I like the art.
I like the music.
I like the mood that it creates. I really do. I think overall it's a really cool looking game. That sort of retro style, almost pixelated. Purposely, they're trying to make it look like an older game, right?
Ah!
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, you did something, though. That's good.
Yeah, you did good.
Oh,
You're flooding You're flooding something, all right.
Oh, it's the water going. Okay. Can you do anything at this point? Oh, in the crack. What about that?
The water's running through. The water's running through that hole in the floor.
So you can go downstairs, figure somewhere the water's going to be coming in from down there. What does that do?
Terminators.
Nice. This is new.
This is like the teaser for Terminator 2.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, as I was saying, when we talked to Ron Gilbert, he mentioned that he liked the movie Unbreakable, and I like it as well. Because one of the interesting things about it is that about 17 years after Unbreakable came out, another movie came out called Split, and it wasn't supposed to be a sequel. It wasn't supposed to be a sequel, but it was a standalone movie, and then at the end you realize the fact that it's a sequel to Unbreakable. And that was mind-blowing. And so if we reach the conclusion this is Wintech in this game, it would have the same effect.
Yeah. I've never watched that movie. And I'm curious now that, because of Ron Gilbert's comments about it, makes me maybe you want to give it a shot. I'm not a fan of Shyamalan.
Well, he made 2 good movies, The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. So
yeah, I never saw Unbreakable, and I didn't like the other stuff, but I did like Sixth Sense. I thought that was pretty back at the time. He should probably have a drink. Offer the guy a drink. Offer him some booze, or hit him over the head with it. Well, you guys got to get your gun again, right?
Over a drink.
They thought you'd try that. Said I don't think we'd settle our differences over a drink.
Yeah, okay. But you got guns. Look at that. You got a.
Yeah,
might as well grab your
submachine gun. Go shoot him in the
I don't want to kill him. He's just doing his job.
I know, but I think you have to. I think the game's not going to let you. You can try the stun gun, but I doubt that's going to work. Seeing those images doesn't always make you feel like there's a. When you see something go all the way to the end.
Oh dear God! I killed him.
Oh,
how'd you do that?
I'm talking, and I missed a good murder. What did you do?
He was standing in a pool of water, and I fired the laser at it, and it electrocuted him and killed him.
You ought to see. You probably. I wonder if we did the machine gun, would it just have been a different scene to kill him?
Well, I can try it.
Oh, we killed ourselves. Okay. Yeah, we got it.
It won't fire for me. It's a locked signature weapon.
Oh God.
Oh.
Maybe we need to amputate someone to. Maybe we need to activate the gun using that guy's fingerprint.
How do you have the fingerprint?
Well, he's dead in the other room.
Oh, go back to. Yeah, we got to go back and get the dead guy. Good call. Got some stuff we need.
There's nothing but packing.
That said, you guys.
And I've got as much.
Wait. What did you say? Nothing?
Can you use the submachine gun on him?
Crates.
Oh, something in the machine. There was something in the wood. Oh yeah. Okay. Shoot.
SMG.
It won't fire for me. It's a locked signature weapon.
Yeah. So use that. Never mind.
What do you think?
That's what I thought we should do. We should use the submachine gun on that guy to activate it.
It didn't work. That didn't work though. It looks like you could make like a Molotov cocktail or something with that string in the bottle.
Yeah, I just did that.
Huh.
Yeah, throw it downstairs.
Okay, yeah, use the two
we have
together
the
and
lighter.
then the lighter.
What a waste of good whiskey.
Oh, there we go.
Let's keep this in our inventory as long as possible.
Yeah, right.
Now my guy's a cop killer.
Yeah, so how many people has he killed already?
2. At least 2.
At least 2. And plus he blew up an apartment building. So we got ourselves a serial killer on our hands.
Yeah. I mean, Baxter's death isn't that important right now, given that we killed 3 people over the
Now, to be fair, it's
minutes.
kill or be killed in this game. He's already been killed 5 times so far.
Well, it's always be killed or be killed.
Well, listen, this might be a good time to so you know, we're almost at 2:00. We want to make sure we, read out the comments of the folks who
Let me save and we'll
contributed today, and then Daniel can get the Wheel of Curtis going, and then we can let y'all get on with the rest of your weekend here.
Okay, so let me open the coffee page.
Maybe you can switch over to the scene, Daniel, and then. All right. But in the meantime, if you have some questions for Noah, this is a good time to ask. I have one. What were your top 5 games that you played as a kid? Like, what were they when you first?
As a kid, XCOM would probably be one of the top ones. That's a game about government agents and aliens. It's a strategy game.
Nice.
XCOM would probably be number 1. Number 2, trying to think. I'm on the spot now.
Yeah, I know. Games that you just think of, like one that you just played over and over and over again.
Over and over and over again. Baldur's Gate 1, I played over and over again. Let's see.
Baldur's Gate 2.
That one too. Final Fantasy 7, I played a lot. I remember really like Final Fantasy 7. The entire Final Fantasy series, really, I've played over and over again. Chrono Trigger. Let's see.
That's good. Oh, yeah,
Over and
that's
over
right. And what about
not as a kid, but as a recent history, the game I played over and over is Personas 4 and 5. There's a game called Persona that I really like. No, I did not play Pumpkinhead over and over again.
What were like the early like Wii games and stuff? What were the things that just got, you know, do you remember, or like Mario Brothers and stuff? Were you into all that stuff early on?
Oh yeah, I was a big gamer as a kid, so I played all that stuff. I was usually an RPG kind of guy, so I played Final Fantasy, the early ones, on like the NES and stuff like that. Gotcha. Super Nintendo. Do I want an Ecto Cooler? Do you have one? I mean, yeah, I'll take one. See.
Zen Solipsist asks, was the last time you played Ripper when you reviewed it?
Yes. The last time I played Ripper was when I did my Let's Play of it, and I edited together all the footage of that. So that was the last time I did it, was that riff of the game.
It will have been a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll have been a long while. I won't remember anything.
That's great.
What is the craziest game of this decade? Craziest. That could mean a lot of different things. Crazy. One game I really don't get. It's actually kind of a series of games. It's becoming kind of its own little genre that I call it abuse simulators. Like Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, or what's that game? It's called Only Up, which is it's just a game where if you fail, you go straight back to the beginning, no matter what. So like you lose all your progress. It takes exacting effort to get, Jump King. Just one mistake can set you back an hour.
Oh man!
And this happens over and over again. If you look up,
that's part of the game. It prides itself in that it won't let you get past that.
Yeah. So like the slightest mistake will send you straight back to the beginning, and so it's very specific. Like if you imagine Super Mario, so imagine Super Mario Brothers, but one mistake gets you killed. Just one slight mistake, and there's a lot of jumping, very very precise jumping from block to block to block to block. But one jump sends you straight back to the beginning, and the game is 6 hours long.
So you can't make it, for you to finish the game, you can't make any mistakes.
Correct.
600 potential, or 6 hours.
So it's very similar of how games back in the 90s worked, because back then, when you die in a game, you'd start the level from the beginning, or the game.
But that's just the level. I'm talking like the whole game. So the reason I say that's crazy is I can't imagine that ever being fun. I can't imagine people playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. I can't imagine people playing Only Up for entertainment. And I know people do, but I just don't get it. It's the kind of game that is just meant specifically to cause pain, and that's not why I play video games, is to hurt myself.
So what was it? They said some of their speed runs, some wild speed runs of that game. It sounds true. I mean, that must be. I imagine some people are really, really good at it. Or it must be hilarious to watch them get so close, and then that's
why people like watching it for live stream is the potential for just catastrophic failure.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's just going to get harder and harder to eventually end up. Yeah, that's great. Oh, that's interesting.
I guess that's the fun is making people rage and get angry about it. But like you're doing this to yourself. This is you're the only one making yourself play this, and so that's what's crazy about it. So
you're talking about Only Up. There's another game called Getting Over It. Is that the other one?
Yes, it's called Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Yeah.
Okay, so both of those have the same kind of Are they similar? Oh, are we ready? What are you doing?
You want to read the
Oh yeah, I do.
donations?
Except I need to find it on my.
It's over here on our screen.
Yeah, but your screen is small because everything. Can you can't stop sharing. So let me see if I can
Oh,
get
you
it
want me
bigger.
to wait? I'll share. Right. I'll share
Oh.
my screen.
Yeah,
You share.
screen. Yeah.
This one. There you go.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
there.
So you
There
got August 4th. You can start from
Yes.
Sen
So
Maximus.
yeah, fungi. Oh, down below.
No,
Fungi
start
place?
from Jouex.
Oh, okay. So starting with today, Zwex donated $10. Thank you so much. He wrote, "I could make Spoonie a cross stitch like I did for Paul. Relay it through you guys."
What did you make? What did you get? A cross stitch?
Yeah. Where did it go? It's right. He made this real. It's so cool. Where is it? Where is it? I have it. I think it's behind me. Anyways, I'll. It's super cool, and he made it for Conversations with Curtis, and it's in a really nice frame, and it's black, and it's got the red, and it's really, really, really neat. And he put a lot
he
of
made
time.
a logo. Oh, he made a logo
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, I did the logo.
So he said
here it
I
is.
could make Spoonie a cross stitch like I did for Paul. Relay it through you guys. I should make one for Daniel too, but shipping would be outrageous. However,
Yeah,
I'm not unwilling.
Look at that. You see it? No.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Super, super cool.
And
so
we have
yeah.
Miles. Great to see Noah again.
Yeah.
And
That takes so much talent, by the way. That I'm always very envious of anyone who can make crafts or do anything with their hands and make something artistic like that. I'm very envious because I can't do that.
Me neither.
Right, said Brett said cartridges for the injector. I've not heard of that. Was that a Sega or Nintendo console? Chris donated $3. Fungi Plays donated $63. And
holy cow! Thank you, Fungi.
Yeah,
let's rip.
Let's rip.
And we will. And
we will.
Donated $10. Oops 4. Love your interviews. All of you look good today. Thank you. Zuki. Sorry, it's just a little add to the pot, but always like to at least help.
Oh, speaking of Zuki, Noah, I got sent recently from Zuki my very first ever actual
physical copy.
Physical copy
of Phantas 2. That's
nice.
Is that the one you have, Spoonie? The one you found in the
mine was an actual original copy of it.
Oh, cool.
I don't think I have it around. But yeah,
maybe it's in the trash.
Break it out next time.
It's in the trash.
The Shotmaker says, "Ripper, don't touch the pocket watch." Right, says Brett. Question for Spoonie: did you ever play Ultima Online back in the day? If so, what are your thoughts upon the game?
I play tested Ultima Online back in the day. I played it back when it was glitchy and horrible, and I loved it. I really liked Ultima Online. It has its place in history. It's been kind of overshadowed by stuff, obviously like World of Warcraft and stuff like that. Obviously, like it's kind of been left behind in history. But I remember at the time there was nothing like it at the time. A lot of stuff that we take for granted in terms of like just like good manners and gameplay did not exist back in the days of Ultima Online. For instance, player versus player type stuff. It used to be really common for adventurers to camp outside the entrance to dungeons to ambush players coming back from inside the dungeon with all their loot. So it was actually easier to just to beat up adventuring parties leaving the dungeon than it was to go in the dungeon yourself, and that used to be really common. I remember that happening a lot. I remember. Yes, I did play Ultimate Online back in the day. It was great.
That's awesome.
High Tops from Sornar says the first YouTube video I ever watched was at 3 a.m. when I was jet lagged from a Japan trip. It was a series from a creator I had never heard before, The Spoony Experiment, playing an old FMV game. That was 10 years ago. I was hooked. Thank you for getting the band back together.
Thanks for watching. It's great to hear.
And we have 2 additional ones from Super Chats. We have... We have Gussium. Noah, do you know... You answered that question about Mist. And Earth Singularity. Love you guys. Spoony, we love you and love the t-shirt idea. So the great t-shirt idea is a go.
Yeah, I'm going to get working on that. I'm going to remind myself. Oh, look at that. Okay, it's a nice big group.
Yep. Okay. We spin it 3 times, and we give away 3 games.
3 games for today. And Noah, is your schedule such that you could, if we could rip Ripper
next week? Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, all right. Let's see if we can make it. Earth Singularity, who, by the way, just recently joined us or did something on our Patreon, upped his donation. So thank you so much for that.
Unless you'd rather have someone else on next week, I don't want to dominate the.
I don't want to be. Right now it's Daniel and I kind of with a number of different things. Miles at number 2. Congratulations. Daniel and I kind of have a open day on Wednesday, so it's just kind of him and I figuring stuff out. And we've been streaming with Tori on Monday, so Friday is great because otherwise it would just be. Yeah, well, I think we should definitely do Ripper, at least one day of it, and then
we can give it a shot. I don't mind at all.
Yeah, I think that's gonna Brain of CJP, Brain of Kajupa. Well done, congratulations. Everyone. Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you for the donations.
For the donations this week, really appreciate it. All right, Noah, thanks for coming, man. It's nice to.
Thanks for having me once again.
No, I thought we got through some stuff here.
That was a tough puzzle. That was a tough round this time around.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the game at this stage I've liked it, but to me, I'm really liking where it's going right now. I like the action adventure stuff.
Now that we're in danger, yeah.
Yeah. For you, the game officially begins when you reached your first death. So the second we died, that's when the excitement began. For you.
Yeah, what does that say about me?
That you're a Sierra lead character.
That's right.
That reminds me, the most Moon Logic puzzle. Somebody asked me what my most Moon Logic puzzle. King's Quest. Do you remember King's Quest when you have to throw a pie at the Yeti?
Which King's Quest?
I can't remember. You play King Graham. You have to throw a pie at a Yeti.
No, okay. God.
And that's the craziest puzzle. And if you don't have a pie, it's 5. Wow, you guys have a good memory because I don't remember that. Yeah.
So that was Moon Logic for you?
Oh, yeah. And if you don't have a pie, you can't progress in the game. So you've locked yourself out of the game, the playthrough. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
Play King's Quest 5. Okay.
All right. Well, I think we're done, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back next week. We'll start getting a little marketing going for our live stream of Ripper. That'll be fun.
Yeah, see you then.
All right. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Ripper.